Hello, Middle 2. Now we're gonna explain Lesson 1, Properties of Sound. So, what's meant by sound? Sound is external factor that affect on ear, cause hearing. So the sound is mechanical longitudinal because they need a medium to transfer, and longitudinal because it consists of compression and rarefaction. So the need is mechanical, need medium. Sound is produced by vibration of the body. As we studied before, the velocity of sound in the air 340. So when give questions about what's meant by, the wavelength of sound is 1.5 meter, is distance between center of two successive compression or rarefaction equal 1.5 meter. Now we're gonna explain between musical tone and noise tone. Musical tone is tone have uniform frequency and equal to each other frequency, comfortable tone, and like violin, piano, and instrument music. Noise is non-uniform frequency. The frequency doesn't equal to each other and uncomfortable to the ear, like drill and horn. So we must know the three different properties of sound: sound pitch, sound intensity, sound quality. So sound pitch is property of the ear to distinguish between sharp and rough, and soft and hard. Sharp and rough and soft and hard. So the voice of woman is sharp or soft, so it's equal high pitched. That means have high frequency. And the men voice, which have low pitched, low frequency, so it's rough, like this. So the relation between frequency and pitch is directly proportional. Again, sound pitch is property of sound that distinguish between harsh, rough, and sharp or soft sound. So, as the sharpness sound increase, the frequency increase, that means have high pitch. Again, high frequency, high pitch, the distance decrease, and low pitch, low frequency, that means distance increase. So, to determine the frequency can determine by Savart wheel. Savart wheel is device to determine the frequency by rotation, number of cycles, and number of teeth, gear, and time. To determine the frequency equal number of cycle D divided time. Time is a number of teeth. Like by increasing the speed of rotation, the frequency increase and the sound become high pitched. That means sharp. So, what's frequency of tone produced by Savart wheel that rotate with the velocity 900 cycle? That is the number of cycle in 3 minutes. So it's a time, number of teeth. Number 2, sound intensity. What's meant by sound intensity? It's a property of sound that distinguishes between strong and weak sound, like loud and quiet sound. So, to mean what's meant by sound intensity, that's mean amount of energy that fall on area. So, it's amount of sound energy falling perpendicular on the unit area surrounding the point in 1 second. So, the measuring unit of sound intensity is watt per meter square. And the noise intensity, because it's so harmful and hard to the ear, is decibel. Again, sound intensity measuring unit is watt per meter square. And the noise intensity equal this decibel. So, we have factors that affect on sound intensity. Number 1, distance between sound source and ear. Number 2, amplitude of sound source. Number 3, the area vibrating surface like resonating box. Density of medium through which sound travel. Direction of the wave. Number 1 is distance. So, as distance increase, the sound intensity decrease. So, it's inversely proportional to each other. Again, we have law called inverse square law of distance. That means when the distance increase, the sound intensity decrease, and equal I equal 1 over d square. So they have inversely proportion to the square of distance between the source and. So number 2 is the amplitude. As amplitude increase, as the maximum displacement away from rest point increase, so the distance increase. So the sound intensity increase. They are directly proportional. Number 3, vibrating surface area. As molecule increase, vibrating increase, so the sound intensity increase. As we put the phone on desk, so the desk is vibrating and the phone is vibrating and the air is vibrating, so the number of vibrating surface area increase. So we have directly proportion to each other. So the string of musical instruments such as violin and guitar are fixed above empty or resonance box because increase the surface area of vibrating body, so the sound intensity increases. Number 4, density of medium. As molecule density increase, the sound intensity increase. So we have directly proportion between density and sound intensity. Number 5, direction of wind. As wind with direction of the sound intensity increase. As wind direction is against to the direction of source of sound, so the sound intensity decrease. We have application about the sound is earplug. Earplug made of silicone are placed in external ear canal to reduce. Sound quality is distinguish of ear to compare between sound according to the nature of sound. So we have two tones, fundamental tone and harmonic tone. Fundamental tone is sample of tone produced from vibrating tones. That means the fundamental tone doesn't change in the frequency, but harmonic tone is a change because reduce many frequencies in the same time, but it's different. Harmonic tone of different instruments are different and help ear to recognize source sound. Now we have classification about the sound according to frequency. Infrasonic wave, sonic wave, ultrasonic wave. Infrasonic have frequency less than 20 Hz, so it can't hear by ear. So sonic waves between 20 Hz and 20 kHz. Ultrasonic wave more than 20 kHz. Infrasonic waves like sound produced before rainfall, and sonic wave sound heard by human ear. Ultrasonic wave sound produced by bat and dolphin. So we can't hear infrasonic and ultrasonic. So the importance of ultrasonic in many fields like military and medical and in sterilization. In medical is breaking down the kidney and ureter stone without surgery and diagnosis prostate cancer. In sterilization, we can sterilize milk by killing some type of bacteria and stop the action of some viruses. And military, we can find landmine. So the ultrasonic is from very important in field